Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Numerics with Nadia. In today's lesson, we're going to continue working on conversions and we're going to go over how to convert temperature. So the two main methods of measuring temperature are Fahrenheit and Celsius. So first off, we're going to start with differentiating the differences between Fahrenheit and Celsius. And then, like always, we're going to practice converting between the two. So between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So to start out, we can define and then compare the two. So Fahrenheit is the standard scale used to measure temperature in the United States. We'll go over the notation of what it looks like, how to notate degrees Fahrenheit in a second. But for now, let's also define Celsius. So Celsius is the standard scale used to measure temperature where the metric system is adopted. So if you haven't watched that video on the metric system, go ahead and watch that. The metric system is used outside of the US, and it's also used widely in the scientific world. So Celsius is going to be used a lot. So if you live in the US, you'll have to know how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius for any types of sciences problems or if you end up traveling outside of the States. Now that we've defined them, let's go through the notation. So the notation for degrees Fahrenheit is a capital F with the degree sign. And then the notation for degrees Celsius is the capital C with the degree sign. So now that we've defined and differentiated the two, we can go through how to convert them. So again, like I said, maybe you are in the US and you know that you have to measure temperature by degrees Fahrenheit. That's when you could use that. Or if you travel outside of the States or if you're doing a certain type of science problem, then maybe you'll need to convert it to Celsius. So here I'll go through the conversions. If you're going from Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, the formula is Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times the degrees Celsius plus 32. So again, here that means that we're given Celsius and we want to get Fahrenheit. So that's to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. The next equation, if you're given Fahrenheit and you want to convert to Celsius, the equation would be C equals 5/9 times the degrees Fahrenheit minus 32. Notice the parentheses here. It looks different than the other equation, and we're going to see the difference and see how to solve it in practice. So now let's get into our practice problems. We've already defined and differentiated degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. Now we know our equations, so now we can convert. So the directions say to convert the following, and I'm going to copy paste our conversions here. I would also put them in your notebook because they're going to be very, very useful in any aspect of your life outside of math class as well. For number 1, we have 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So for those of you who know, still do the math because the math does work itself out. And for those of you who don't, we can see what's going to happen here. So we're given Fahrenheit, we're going to use our Celsius equation, right? So Celsius equals 5/9 times the degrees Fahrenheit, which was 32, minus 32. We know we have to do the parentheses first, right? PEMDAS. 32 minus 32, well, that just gives us 0. And 5/9 times 0, well, that's just 0. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to 0 degrees Celsius. Why? Because that is the freezing point. Now we'll move on to our second practice problem. For number 2, we're given 10 degrees Celsius. So here we're given Celsius, we want Fahrenheit, so we're going to use the F equation. Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times the 10 degrees Celsius we're given, plus 32. Now we have to do our parentheses first, right? 9/5 times 10, well, we can cross cancel here. We can cross cancel the 5 and the 10. And when we multiply across, we end up getting 18 plus 32. We know that 18 plus 32, well, that gives us 50 degrees. So our answer for number 2 would be 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's move on to the next page for our third practice problem. For number 3, we're given 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So here we're going to use the C equation. C equals 5/9 times 140 minus 32. We know that 140 minus 32, well, that gives us 108. And now we're multiplying 108 times 5/9. We can cross cancel the 9 and the 108. And when we simplify, we end up just having to do 5 times 12. We know 5 times 12, well, that's 60. So our answer for number 3 would be 60 degrees Celsius. All right, we made it to our last practice problem for today. Number 4, we have 35 degrees Celsius. Here we're given Celsius, so we're going to use our F equation. We'll substitute N. We know that it's going to be 9/5 times 35 plus 32. When I cross cancel the 35 and the 5, I end up getting 9 times 7, which we know is 63. 63 plus 32, well, that gives us 95. So our answer for number 4 will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, you guys, that is it for today's lesson. We did it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment any questions you have, any other type of conversions you want to see, or any other video topics. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with a friend, and I will see you guys next time.